I can toss it.
Hello?
Hey, Buddha, I'm sorry to be calling you so early.
Fuck you, call me for unknown number, motherfucker.
I need to talk to you in person.
About what?
Some things that went down.
Okay, where you at?
Can we meet at the house by chance?
I ain't meeting you at the house, right?
Any other location that you can meet that's easier?
Somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Okay, the only place I know it's... how about where wine is made?
Ray, I ain't meeting you at my businesses, right? You the Los Angeles
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Sorry, you're fine. I forgot about that. The wind farm?
Let's meet at meet me at the lighthouse.
Okay. There's gates there, by the way.
Huh?
There's gates there. Like
What do you mean?
It's walled off now, and there's gates and everything.
Why?
I forgot who's it? I think Cleo owns it or some shit like that.
All right, meet me at the docks there next to the lighthouse.
Cleo's a fucking cop, man.
Oh, we'll meet where?
At the docks, just next to the lighthouse there.
Okay, I'll see you there. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's go.
Did he say meet at Cleo's house?
No, not Cleo's house. Well, he didn't know it was Cleo's house.
I was gonna say, man, fucking... Yeah, let's meet up at a fucking cop's house. Are we gonna... Oh, Jesus.
Do you have any food?
I do not. I also have $100 to my name.
$100?
Yep. You know, when we almost wiped PD, that was
Hey. By any chance, do you have any
so
food?
much.
Fuck.
That was rude.
Hey, ma'am.
Were you asking me?
Yeah, do you have any food by chance?
Yes, I do actually. Here.
You're incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a lovely day, alright? Bye-bye.
You too.
It was my fellow Hydra member.
Love you, Eve. Alright, chat. Meeting with Buddha. Let's do it.
So how do you think Buddha's gonna take this?
He's probably gonna say these exact words. Ray, you're fucked. Anything you do, keep away from me. Don't go anywhere near the manor, and you're stupid as hell, and your gang is fucked. Let's see if I covered everything.
So he's going to take it positively.
Yes. I've known Buddha for a long time. That's usually how he reacts to stuff like this.
I don't think there's ever been stuff like this.
You know, maybe Buddha has dealt with something similar in the very past. So maybe he's got some advice on it. We'll see. I mean, there's got to be very limited people in the city who've dealt with a Rico raid, right?
I mean, what did he say about the whole, you know, the other time when you had ties to Michael Simone? What did he say about that?
I don't remember actually what he said about all that. I do want to bring up you were there in the tunnel meeting yesterday, right?
Yeah, with Tony.
Do you remember what Tony said about Mickey?
He said, okay, I'm gonna say it from his POV so it doesn't sound weird from me saying it. He said, if I was you, I wouldn't trust Mickey.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Buddha about that. and
He's saying he, yeah, he,
no,
he specifically
no. I want to
mentioned
know
it
what
was
Buddha.
from your
Here's why I want to
POV
say.
and
I
not
want to
his.
see what Buddha thinks about Mickey, and
Yeah.
because I think Tony's got a point, especially if he was.
I mean, I agree with
Oh
him.
God, man! I really hope. No, wait. Was it confirmed? I just really hope he wasn't funding other gangs to fight us. Oh, what's this?
Oh yeah, then that's definitely what GG told us.
Hello.
Hey, what number do you think will land on the roulette wheel today?
Is this F?
Yes.
I'm not gonna be around for very much longer, to be honest. So I'm probably gonna have a small meeting with a friend and then go to sleep.
Okay. No worries.
So stay out of trouble, all right? Please.
Surely I will be able to. All right. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Sleep tight. Bye.
Yeah. Apparently, they were told by the mayor to keep people from panning in the poop canals for sanitation reasons.
Oh, there's Boozer right there.
Is that? No.
That was insane timing.
Think he's noticed us yet?
Probably. That was insane timing. Hello, Buddha. Chat, by the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. I'm not going to be live for too much longer. I'm going to do this meeting RP with Buddha and then probably actually host Buddha after.
An absolute man of culture.
So I want you guys to get ready to show him a bunch of love, okay? We'll see.
Fucking moped gang.
I guess. Hey, Buddha.
What's up, boy?
It's good to see you. Are you cool with MacGregor being here?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What's going on?
So I've got some bad news, Buddha. I've been awake for a while, so I'm going to do my best to explain this from the start. But we, and when I say we, I mean my gang and I, are fucked. It's the best way
Yeah,
I could
heard.
say it. What have you heard so far and from who?
You guys got fucking raided. You guys got fucked during a gun deal or some shit.
All right. Well, let me quickly run it back. We were in the conflict, which, by the way, I have to speak to you about something after we say this. We were in the conflict with the Gulag gang over some gold panning in the canals. Ended up
I heard about that.
Ended up being in the war. Things turned sour at a gun deal that we decided to do at the compound. After we thought we had wiped GG, two of their members ended up pulling up on a gun sale. It was about 10 grosses or something along the lines. They ended up getting 3 or 4 of my boys, and we got them, but we had the unfortunate consequence of dealing with police 1 to 2 minutes, right after the shootout. So they rolled into the middle of the compound, cleared everyone out, were able to collect the weapons in the vehicles, and charged the people that were on scene with the weapons. Unfortunately, we had an individual say something about a gun deal that was on the ground or something along the lines, and it just didn't turn very well. It's the best I could say about that. Anyway, one of the people's vehicles, which was Milo, that was there, even though he wasn't there or anything, was approved for a raid warrant on his residence. And in his residence, there was a van with some weapons in it. You know how that goes, right? charged with all that shit. But the police took it a step further. Anyone with any connection to Rust, as far as I know, except 2 people, have been raided or chain key raided. It got to the point where even the individual that was owning my safe warehouse, because of a shared key between his house and another Rust member, which was Milo, his warehouse was raided because of that connection. And that is also in the same case with every single Rust member that wasn't even there at the gun deal. So we got absolutely fucked, man. It's very bad because obviously the contents of the warehouse were as terrible as they could be.
Continue.
And there is worse news than that.
Okay.
Buddha, do you remember me telling you about a weapon that I had possession of and my plans to sell it to a certain individual?
No.
Oh, I remember I got all excited one day. I was like, hey, by the way, I want to show you this weapon of mine, right? And you said you don't really care about that type of thing. Well, you see,
I remember that, yeah.
I was in possession of a certain AWM sniper rifle. And my intentions were, I was holding on to it to sell it to an individual. Well, you see, that was in the warehouse, and it has connections to Michael Simone. It was previous.
So you kept the hot gun.
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, it was caught in the raid. That I thought was safe. And among other things, the weapon is tied to a variety of things. I believe my lawyer is saying that I'm going to be pressed with, I think, 6 hot charges right now. So currently,
Holy shit.
I'm the most wanted man in Los Santos, and apparently, due to the nature of every single person getting raided within the gang, and there are too many people to be placed on the docket, it looks like it's going to be the first RICO raid my lawyer has ever seen. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
It's not a RICO raid. RICO doesn't exist anymore.
So that's what everyone was telling me. But I think it's 13 people on the docket.
Yeah, but it's probably more that they know you guys are all in the same gang. It's not really a RICO.
Okay, that's what I'm hoping. My lawyer is preparing for both, of course. But that's what I'm being told. That's all I know. That's all I know.
RICO is like anybody you're associated with goes down. So it'd be me. It would be literally half the city. It's just gang focused. That's probably what they're doing.
Okay. What I was told is that every single person that has a connection with me is going to be subpoenaed, potentially raided, etc. That's what I know right now.
That's not going to fly. They're not going to subpoena every single person you have a connection with. It's just not going to fly.
Okay. I hope that's the case, because that's what they're preparing me for right now.
So it's only Rust members then?
It's subject to Rust members unless they find things that connects, like, like got a text from Joe, and Joe's been sending you bombs, and he's going to get fucked, right?
Okay.
But the focus is going to be your gang until they find more reason to go after, other individuals.
All right. Fair enough. I obviously want to tell you that if I were you, Buddha, I would be very careful right now. I don't have any texts to you that are incriminating, whatever. I don't text people stupid shit, to be honest. My phone is very clean, but due to our relationship and the fact that we can't change anything now, changing any of my businesses or my association of businesses has already been all tracked, apparently. So no point to take me out of anything, but...
You have a good lawyer for this? Because this is going to be a crazy, crazy case.
Yes, I have Seaside's lawyer. The same lawyer who represents Nicholas and Michael Simone, who is James Hayes.
So you have a dog shit lawyer then?
Well, in my personal opinion, I think he's going to do a good job so far as I know. He's taking it very seriously.
Okay. So no, he's not really the best lawyer.
Well,
I'll try to find somebody better.
I could do my best. I don't really have very many options right now, unfortunately.
Gotta speak to Murphy. He's very experienced in this kind of shit.
Yeah, I could do that. Of course, I have another individual to help me with that. Gladly, I was able to talk to a few people due to the nature of the crime. And I have a lot of backing and a lot of people willing to help me out. Tony being one of them, of course. You know, the boys. I talked to the Lost, who are willing to provide a safe haven, free weapons, free anything to help out, including Speedy as well, who's willing to.
I would be careful trusting that, because half those people are going to realize they're going to get the accessory, you know, for harboring a terrorist, whatever the fuck else you're getting charged with, and going to jail, you know, indefinitely until they're charged for years. So, you're aware that we'll do talk a lot.
Of course, but I spoke one-on-one with Rudy in the compound. And he's told me that he has a very, very large distaste with the police, going so far that he went to war with the Senate. And I don't know. Something along the lines of my relationship with him. I could trust Rudy, but we'll see how it turns out, of course.
Just be careful. I'm not saying not to trust him, just be careful.
And then Speedy said the same thing. Speedy said he was something along the lines of extremely close to being a billionaire, and he's got me covered on anything I need. That's good too.
Speedy is not even a millionaire.
Well, whatever it is. Yeah. Beside that, fuck Buddha. I have been sent back to square -1. It's been rough, man. Of course, I'm doing my best to deal with everything. I've been keeping people under a tight network right now. We're dealing with we're close right now with the Simone brothers, and we're taking advice we can. Unfortunately,
advice from known terrorists in Iran.
Did you actually get anything back from Nick, or?
What do you mean?
You know, yesterday he said he was going to talk to Michael to see if it fucked him over, and if it did.
Not yet, but
know?
we have been speaking to them still, so it seems to be okay.
What's your plan here?
Well, we have a few plans. If the court, there's two ways the court can approach this, right? If they request us to be a trial, we have to arrive at the trial no matter what. Otherwise, the case is forfeited. If they send HVT against us, I believe we're going to stay on the run for a little while. I've been hit by HVT before. I don't know if you have, Buddha, but you probably have. It's insane. They go extremely hard to hunt you down. Anyone that I know apparently is going to be held into trial for questioning, etc. That's what I've been told. So I am keeping everyone under a close, tight network. We've made encryptions for locations and everything.
Well, the only issue here is, right? I don't know if you've considered it yet, but the longer you are on the run, the longer it's going to take you to start rebuilding your life. And I don't know if you look at it this way. I mean, your territory is ripe for the picking, my friend. No, you gangs haven't been, for some reason, going after each other's territories with all the wars you've been having, which is, what you guys got, it is what it is. But, if I was in the gang right now and I wanted prime real estate, I'd start taking all your fucking sprays.
That's fair enough. I mean, it's an expensive endeavor, right? A lot of people right now that I know that are in gangs, it's not so much they want more territory, it's the cost of it.
Marabunta Grande. They got the flag recent.
Yeah, but they're far.
For them right now. I mean? Yeah, but satellite tough, we can't really fight back right now.
Yeah.
How did these guys know you guys were having a gun deal? I heard whispers, but have you guys confirmed how they found out?
The cops?
No, whoever attacked you motherfuckers.
Apparently Jamal admitted to it. Something
the
about...
fuck is Jamal?
He's someone with Gulag Gang. So, what we're being told right now, and if this is true, it's fuck Gigi's reputation. They attacked us during a weapon trade, and they knew about it.
Or that fucking reputation.
Well, you know how gangs in the city don't really... You say I see a gang doing a drug sale or some shit like that, and, say I fuck them over. You know how that kind of goes back on the gang. This is
What?
kind of worse. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's this type of thing that you don't really do this shit to people. I wouldn't really fuck. I'm gonna hang this up. I really fuck with people that are doing drug deals or weapon trades. And the worst part about it is,
why
Buddha,
not?
I mean, you kind of get them in trouble with the law more so than you're fucking them over in the gang fight, right?
I mean, a lot
Yeah,
of
I mean,
people's
the thing is,
reputations were
the thing
destroyed
I
by it.
think you need to consider here is it's not really that they. You know about shit Team 6, right?
No, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Oh, okay, well.
So should I even care, to be honest?
I mean, it's too late at this point, but it's not really that they fucked you at a gun deal being a gang. It's more so the reason why they were doing it, right?
Does this involve Mickey, Buddha, by chance?
It involves the government, yeah.
Okay, this is something I need to talk to you about, by the way. I've heard some things, but I'm gonna speak to you about it after. Another thing, by the way, the reason it's bad is they ended up shooting Seaside members as well, and now they're being investigated with their blood on scene.
Ooh.
You can see
GG picking a fight with a lot of motherfuckers lately.
they
These guys are
shot.
crazy.
Yeah, during the trade. So they're being investigated hard, and I believe they're finding out. I believe that I don't know if they found out yet that GG did it intentionally. So we'll see what I mean. What
Doesn't
is
matter
the
if it's
other-
intentional or not. They just got them fucked if they have their blood on scene. Seaside is fucked if their blood is on scene.
Yeah, so they're getting chain raided potentially as well. We are another group that I know. Who was it again that our lawyer was speaking to is getting weapon trafficking. All of them are raided as well. There's a lot of raids going around.
Today?
That was yesterday.
Oh.
I'm worried for Marty. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like he's pissing off a lot of people. I got a lot of people.
Oh, would you look at that, Raymond? Oh, it's straight from the source itself, man.
Okay, all right, Buddha. I'm gonna say something, by the way. So I was told that Mickey might be the reason that Gigi ended up holding up my boys in the canals that were on our turf doing some gold panning, and might have been the reason that they pursued conflict with them. I don't know if this is...
I wouldn't say he was the reason, but he definitely was a supporting factor. Yeah.
So I had a meeting with Tony about this, and Tony did not like the way that Mickey was handling the situation. He thinks, and this is the advice he gave me, that I should not trust Mickey at this moment in time, and something along the lines of, if Mickey does something more, it could end up badly. Let's just say that.
The thing is you shouldn't trust Mickey because he's the mayor working for the government.
Okay.
Right? You both chose vastly different lifestyles.
Okay.
So you gotta understand here. You have due diligence as a gang leader to do what you got to do, and same with Mickey with being the mayor, right? I do think that he pressed this poop. I don't know why he's so pressed over this poop panning shit, but
But you know civil architecture, right? In city,
It's not poop panning.
it's a storm drain canal that leads to the ocean.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're poop panning in a hot tub. Personally, I literally don't give a shit. But all the things that go on in this fucking city, the last thing I'm gonna get pressed is over where you fucking pan your shit.
Yeah,
That's my personal opinion, though.
yeah, of course. Anyway, it doesn't really matter too much right now, but it is definitely crossing my mind. I don't know. It's been rough. As I said,
Well, what's crossing your mind? You should not trust Mickey as far as you can throw him. That's for a fact.
Yeah,
Not because he's not your friend or whatever. It's just because he works for the fucking government and you are a gang leader.
you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys live two different lifestyles.
100%. You're right, Buddha. I shouldn't think about it more than that. Yeah, I don't think there's a personal vendetta in anything. For some reason, other people are saying that's the way it is, but I'm not going to let them get to me. Tony thinks it potentially is, but it's okay. I'm going to try my best to keep my head straight and deal with the situation at hand, because I am, as I said, here are the charges that I might be facing. I'm facing potentially drug trafficking, weapons trafficking, harboring a fugitive, terrorism. What is the other ones? Oh, treason and weapon stockpiling.
Jesus fuck. That is so fucked, Ray. That is fucked.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone
the
get...
The thing you have to consider here, Ray, is at which point do you just eat this?
Yeah,
I would
don't know
imagine you guys want to rebuild and restart, right?
Of course, yes.
I have a question, Mr. Wang.
What's that?
You seem to be actually very knowledgeable about this. If he is facing those charges and they're only going after everyone in Rust, would we be accomplices or accessory to those charges?
I mean, it depends on how good your lawyer is. They're gonna try to hit you guys with everything, but it's very hard to prove accessory to anything they just find, right? Unless it's backed with evidence.
Exactly.
This is why you need a good lawyer, though, because they will try to push this, and if your lawyer doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, it's going to stick.
Yes, our lawyer was telling me that it's even going to be difficult to prove individual ownership of all the items that are in the warehouses unless there was physical evidence seen of us leaving or entering the property. Of course, there's identification.
Yeah, I mean, whoever is the owner of the warehouse is the one who's actually fucked, right?
That's what I was told as well. Yes.
Unless these hot guns and shit you guys have, there's DNA on scene and all that shit with those guns, then you'll probably get tied to it. I don't know how they prove ownership. There's just really no other way unless they've already had evidence gathered from previous situations, and they've just been holding on to it until they have enough pieces to connect the dots, right?
Potentially, yeah. I don't know what connection we have to Oystein right now. I don't know what they have on us. But as far as I know, there's nothing beside some stuff related to Better Life.
What's going on with Better Life?
Oystein is a central figure within Better Life.
I don't know what that means.
He's... I forgot the ranking of him. He is the CFO.
Who is Hoisting? I don't know who that is.
Oystein is the owner of the warehouse.
Right.
Yes.
Never heard the saying, don't keep all your eggs in one basket? Why the fuck would the owner of your company also be your warehouse owner?
CFO, not CEO. He's not an owner. He's one of the board members.
Okay, the same shit. Very
Yes.
high ranking in your company.
Well, as you can see, Buddha, we didn't... How do I say this? We were under the assumption that due to his nature and how clean he is, there would have been nothing that would have connected him to getting raided. Especially in the gun deal at the scrapyard, right? We were very careful about how we entered and exited. We watched all the time for cameras, etc. So the nature of it getting raided is astonishing to us at this moment in time. Well, it is what it is, right? In hindsight, it's best to say, fuck, it's rough, right? But it is what it is. Apparently, Kitty is taking care of it, though. That's what I've been told.
Just let me buy your company, Ray.
But I'm not selling that company.
You're not going to have it by the time this is all over. You understand that, right?
Yes, but think about it like this, Buddha. We've been working so much towards getting that dream. At least Kitty has been putting a ton of effort, especially recently. I don't really see a reason to put a stop to it now, especially with how close we are to getting the legislation. Wait, I guess I gotta answer that.
Ray, I love you, my friend. You are my boy. But you need to be realistic here. Did they find a fuck ton of Better Life Oxy in this raid?
There's no Better Life Oxy in it. Actually, Better Life is incredibly clean. There's either no storage or there's storage with Nothing in it.
Did
It
they
is-
find oxy?
They found normal oxy. That doesn't matter.
How much?
A lot, but it doesn't matter.
It does matter. Because it's the cops, right? You own a pharmaceutical company and they found a fucking boatload of oxy on you.
Yes, next to 40 bags of cocaine and 30 boxes of weed.
Yeah, I don't see how you keep a drug company after this, right? Do you really believe you will?
Well, the thing is, it's not in my name. I have no keys, no ownership. The law says it's not in my name. It's all in their kitty.
You have no ties to her. Are you sure?
Yes, it's specifically said in the law that Corinne even manages. I don't have any tie in Better Life anymore. Except that
Okay,
one
I mean, as long
contract
as you
I
have no ties to Bed Life, you should be fine. But if you have ties to it, Ray, and you know you do, that company is fucked, my man.
Yeah. I really do wish there was more I could do with it, man. But at the situation at hand, I have to worry about this, right? It's rough, Buddha. I've never dealt with anything like this, nor have I ever seen anything like this. I've never seen a safe person, like a warehouse like that, get raided like this. I don't know the reasoning for it yet.
But I think you're assuming too much. Just because a person is clean doesn't mean he can ever get tied to you and fucking raided.
No, I get that. I mean, it happened, right? I'm just saying I've never seen anything like it. So, it's been rough, man, to deal with, especially. But I've been doing my best. The best a man can do.
How do they raid this this warehouse?
I don't know. His connection through a key to another house? That's what I know.
What do you mean connection to a key to another house? What does that mean?
Milo has keys, just a key, to his to Oystein's other house up north. And as far as I know, that led to a raid on the warehouse, which no one in Rust has connection to, beside the key that Milo had. That's all I know.
And did they find guns in Milo's houses or vehicles?
Not in the one that Oystein owned, as far as I'm aware. But in the one in Milo's mansion, yeah. That's his own
I
home.
I feel like they would have more evidence. I don't think they would, you know.
Of course,
do
I
what,
agree with you.
know.
But at this moment in time, I don't know what it is, right?
Yeah. It's definitely not just because of a key, that's for sure.
I mean,
least I hope so.
I'd hope so, right? I really hope that it wasn't some sort of fucking connection to the key and then they found a reason to raid it from there. But I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't, man. I've been kind of in the blue rather than a bit in the dark. All I know is that I have to be very careful, especially with everything that goes forward. I am going down for the most hot charges any lawyer I've spoken to has seen. And I'm not sure yet, right? I'm not really sure how to go about things right now.
You gotta learn from your mistakes, right? You guys just gotta clean your shit up.
No,
It's very
100
easy to be lazy. I do it all the time, you know
100%.
what I mean? But, you know, I don't have to tell you what you did wrong. You already are aware.
Yeah, I'm very aware. I'm not gonna blame
you know-
anyone. I already know I made mistakes. I'm moving past it. The only thing I'm thinking about is forward, right? You know me, Buddha. I don't give up easily. Shit happens to me.
But that's the thing. Forward is what, though? Because the longer you guys want to be on the run, the longer you stall, right?
Yeah.
You stall that path forward. That's something you have to take into consideration, right? 'Cause you guys essentially cannot do anything until you've served your time.
So you think it's better
Know what I
that we turn ourselves in rather than be on the run?
It's one of those hard things where I wouldn't turn myself in until there's been enough time for this to actually go on the docket. Because if you're gonna be sitting in jail waiting weeks for this court case anyways, might as well just be on the run.
You're right. That's a good point.
But until once they're ready to actually push this case and get you guys charged up or whatever, I would turn myself in, take a fucking plea deal, move on.
Well, right now,
what I mean?
I agree with you. Right now, it's looking like there's a good chance that I can defend a lot of those hot charges. According to the lawyer. It is going to be difficult to prove all of my association with every single one of those hot charges. Does that mean I'm going to get away with all of them? Absolutely not. I'm definitely going to be hit with at least probably 2 or 3 of them. But all 6 is looking unlikely. Which is good, but Oystein, on the other hand, is not looking so good. That guy is...
Yeah, that guy's life is destroyed. I mean, he might not ever come out of jail, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. He's looking
The
fucked,
man's
man.
life is destroyed.
I mean, you know what to say. Better you than I.
Oh, no, facts. I mean, fuck this motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck he is, but better him than us. You know what I mean? Fuck him.
Yeah.
It's the way of the world, my man.
It is true.
Dog eat dog world out here.
I think a fair, obviously fair points is we don't know what the AWM is associated in, like what crimes, and we don't know if it could be tied to Michael Simone as of yet. Nicholas is going to be speaking to him about that and figure out some other details. If Michael...
What you guys should consider, okay, is making this hoisting fuck your fall guy.
We want to do that.
For as much charges as you can. That is something you should take into consideration.
We do want to have a very, very discreet meeting with him. But that meeting, that whole setup for that needs to be the most...
No. I wouldn't even talk to him about it.
You
Instead
wouldn't?
of giving them opportunity to fuck you over. I would just, talk to your lawyer, see what you can get away with if the blame is placed on him, and move the fuck on. But that is depending on your relationship with this hoisting fucker. You know what I mean?
It's a very good relationship. I think even at the point where he knew eventually that the risks involved and that he might be caught with shit.
I mean, listen, you are in such a hard position that you might have to do some, regrettable things. You know what I mean? Life ain't perfect. It ain't all black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe take Oystein and keep him captive
Chat,
for
is the
a
stream
certain
lagging?
amount of time, so he automatically pleads guilty to all charges.
I mean, yeah. And one thing you got what's the word? You got batting down the hatches. Is that the saying?
As in, like, just never make the same fuck ups again.
No, brace for the tsunami, my friend, because this, a lot of people, you got to be realistic with yourself here, Ray. You know what Rust is now might not be what Rust is, after you get out of jail. You might have 2 guys still willing to hang out with you.
I know.
In terms of gang-related business. And that's something you have to be aware of and be willing to accept and be willing to move on and build from.
I know my people might leave. I mean, I'm fully aware of that. And by all means, like, everything that I built up, if people leave, that's their decision, right? They're very valuable people. I know a lot of other gangs are actively trying to poach them, but, it is what it is. If it happens, but I'm not going to give up. I never do. Hell, even fucking Benji wants to recruit me and other gang. I don't know. I'm not.
No, listen. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it could, right? You guys are dealing with a massive fucking shitload of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Some people might not be built for that. It's the lifestyle you guys chose at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm under the impression if people leave, then, they weren't true to the gang. Fuck them.
People think they're built for something until heat strikes the iron, and then they realize they can't fucking take it. You know what I mean?
100%. But MacGregor, you're a high command, so you understand that a lot of people maybe don't feel they have as much of a role as you, and might feel like they got fucked just for association.
Yeah, I know, but I could, leave and go somewhere and have, infinite money after all these fucking charges I could face.
But yeah, I know you.
But
wouldn't.
fuck that, man. I ain't a fucking pussy. I'm willing to rebuild. Everyone else should be willing to rebuild.
I
If
mean,
they
what
don't
the
want
fuck
it,
else are you
fuck
gonna
'em.
do? Fucking go racing every day?
Exactly, man. If people want to leave,
At least you got something to do. You know what I mean?
100%.
if you want to leave,
Just think of it
and
like a
betray
rough
us-
swipe.
Yeah.
It's a brand new fucking Thursday. It's time to get shit going again.
Think of members as BPs, man. Just get more.
Exactly. exactly. You just gotta gather up, build up the resources, get shit going again. You know what I mean? And obviously, learn from your mistakes and come off, come out of it better. It's
Yeah,
not the end of the world.
the wipe came early, man. Fuck me.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a lot of friends that jumped out immediately to help, which is great.
Yeah, and it's good and it's nice gestures, but just be aware at the end of the day, a lot of people talk. You know what I mean? So they realize they're about to get hit with accessory for helping you, and they're like, nah, fuck that, I'm good. I
True.
want to operate under the assumption it's just you and your boys against the fucking world right now. Obviously, take help where you can, and people who are polite and kind, you take that as well, but take it with a fucking grain of salt.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, we've already been given vast amounts of supplies from people. Speedy is hooking us up with a storage, warehouse, everything, weapons, burner phones already. Same thing with Rudy, burner phones, everything. We had another organization that gave us $200,000 to $300,000, multiple fake IDs, multiple burner phones, everything. A lot of people are trying to help us, which is great, and they're just throwing supplies at us. Seaside
opinion on all this, then, are they aware?
Seaside
investigated
was trying to help me. But the thing that
I'm not asking if they're trying to help you. I'm asking what is their opinion on this whole thing? Because if they got shot at by GG, like you said, and there was blood on scene, and they're getting fucking investigated, then what is their course of action here?
Who was it that I was talking to? Mac, do you remember who was there with Nicholas, Simone, and I? Chico. So Chico was there, right, Buddha? I know you know who that is. And Chico, I think, said he's the one who...
I will pretend I know who that is, but continue.
He's an ex-Vagus member that's now in Seaside, but he was one of the individuals that got shot down at the compound, and his blood was on scene. And he is getting hit hard with investigations that I know of. He is under some shit, and right now they're just trying to, cover shit up, be very safe about things, but they understand the situation that we're in. Now, Nicholas Simone told me that if the AWM that they recovered results in Michael Simone getting into more shit somehow, which I don't personally think is more possible. The man is already one of the most wanted people in the city. Nicholas Simone said that he's going to cut all ties and come for my head. They did tell me, though,
come for your head.
If the AWM that was recovered leads into more trouble for Michael Simone.
Well, why is that your fault? I'm confused.
It's my fault because I stole the weapon, and it's in my possession.
You stole it from Michael Simone?
We stole it from the Hydra compound.
So what ended up happening is my boys assaulted the Hydra compound, right? They flew in with parachutes from a helicopter, went into it, and there was a car parked in the garage. I believe it was like a...
Yeah, but isn't Michael Simone in Seaside? So I'm confused. So Hydra had the gun?
Apparently...
No, it's Nick. This is in Seaside.
No. Apparently...
Nicholas is in Seaside.
Who is that man? That very rich oiling guy? Ron? I think it was...
Yeah?
I was told it was Ron's vehicle or something like that. And it was in the back of that vehicle. The AWM and the Vector.
But who would put a fucking sniper rifle linked to a terrorist in the trunk of a car and then leave it in the parking lot?
In the parking lot of a Hydra compound unlocked? Apparently, Michael Simone.
Yes, it looked like they're just trying to shift blame. Interesting.
I don't know the whole story, to be honest. That's true, though. I never even thought about that, to be honest, Buddha. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand how it's, I'm going to come after you if that sniper rifle I left in the back of an unlocked car, knowing the status of my, the what?
Yes.
Motherfucker, go drop that shit in the ocean, just as you should have done that. But that motherfucker should have been the first one to fucking do that shit.
Yes. And then...
park this car unlocked and put a fucking hot-ass sniper rifle in the back while this gang is at war with this gang and not give a fuck. I don't understand the line of thinking.
I don't know, actually. I don't know the context to it, to be honest. I never asked. But, yeah, that's... Why do you say that? Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but I
mean, that doesn't make sense.
Like I was telling Nicholas, I don't think there's any more heat that Michael could get. The man literally admits to his crimes on a daily basis. What is an AWM being found going to do to his status as a terrorist? I personally don't think it's going to leave a dent because the man literally leaves bombs in police officers' vehicles and threatened to bomb us on multiple occasions and has probably bombed multiple other people as well. I don't know the full story, you know. Anyway.
I mean, even I don't fucking know. This whole shit is just, there's so many fuck ups, so many people tied into it that I don't know why people are just trying to shift blame. Just take it on the fucking chest, eat it, and move the fuck on, honestly.
Well, the problem is it seems that, you know, my gang is getting all the blame for, as far as I could tell, except Seaside, who thinks...
I mean, you deserve most of it, if I'm going to be honest.
Of course I do, right? Of course I do. I'm going to accept that. But, of course, Seaside is also angry at the Gulag gang. But I mean, if I was Seaside, I would understand, you know, I would probably be the same.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they're not going after Gulag, if I'm being honest. I mean, fuck. If they shot them down at a fucking gun deal and they are the gun connect.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, I'm being honest.
That's fucking, that's code red right there.
Yeah. Especially because it's not like they were trying to hide it. These gentlemen were wearing their masks, you know, the Seaside masks, everything. It is literally Benji's car, everything. It's not like they were... GG knew what they were doing when they shot down Seaside.
I don't know why
100%,
you're
yeah.
not more pissed off at GG, Ray.
I am angry at GG, but I mean, I'm fucking angry at the police officers, man. Listen, Buddha, after all my time as a gang leader, turf, everything like that, I've never seen police roll in like that. It was a minute after shooting, right into the middle of my
But
compound.
you got to drop this shit, right? You got to understand, at the end of the day, they're fucking police officers. You can never predict how they're going to act.
Yeah, just no respect for the fucking territory. Makes me want to...
Why would cops ever respect your territory?
Fear?
When we are nice to them.
We were nice to them, though, is the problem. We were never... We should
But
have...
you guys gotta drop this shit, guys. Like a lot of motherfuckers do this shit. You can never put these expectations on the police officers when you are literally in the life of crime. You never
True.
predict how they act. You should never assume how they're going to treat you. Just assume that they're going to be on your ass trying to fuck you over every chance they get. That's how you need to be operating.
Yes, and that's why, in the future, I've learned a lesson. I'll never be treating them the same. Right, that the respect I left for them, it's all thrown out the window. If I need to kill them over and over for them to understand that, maybe I will. But of course, only if they're around my area. I don't know, man. I just feel like I've been too lackluster with it. Been too kind. Had I learned my
Yeah,
lessons,
I mean
right?
that's a fair judgment. I mean, you know, if they're going into your territory in the south side, knowing what the fuck is going on down there, you know, you treat them as you see fit. You just can't expect them to not roll in hot. I do these things. The cops at the end of the fucking day, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they can to you know, to take down the criminals in the city. It's just how the world works.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot of lessons, but and a lot of people in my family have. I'm just hoping that we can carry it forward. It's disheartening to see people's reactions. A lot of people have been, you know, fucked over by it, like mentally and physically, everything. But I'm trying my best to keep people's head in the, you know, in the situation.
At the end of the day, it is part of the lifestyle that you shall choose to live, and to accept that the minute you choose to live that lifestyle. It's just how it works.
Of course. I hope they understand it too. I know you do, MacGregor. There are all the risks involved with this lifestyle.
I'm a fucking cockroach, man. I'm used to it.
So, circling back to the beginning, you said so the cops. So somebody said it was a gun deal or some shit.
Yes, there was an individual in our gang that got shot down and was saying on the ground to another downed member or something, why do we do the gun deal here or something, and the cop overheard it.
Why the fuck would they say that?
It was a big mess up. He understands it very, very badly. It was a big mistake. It's probably what led to the raid on the houses and such. He understands the, you know, the severity of the situation now, but obviously it's, you know, what's done
He
is
just
done.
not think the cops would care? It was a gun deal? Like, I'm confused.
Maybe he didn't think the cops would hear, or maybe he assumed that the cops would have put it together, or, you know, there could have been 100 reasons, but I don't know. I don't know.
He
Truly.
wasn't the first domino anyway, so...
Jesus. This is crazy.
like my lawyer said, I mean, there's multiple parties that fucked up, including myself. You know, I agree that the gun deal should be there. The second party who's delivering the weapon said, fuck it, why not? And then the third party on the ground mentioned the gun deal. So obviously there's a lot of fuck. Oh, and then he also mentioned that they shot, you know, GG ambushed and shot the gun dealers as well.
Is he getting investigated?
I'm not entirely sure, but their, you know, bodies were there, I think, left there. So I'm not sure.
I think they would have to be at that point then, right?
You know, I don't know the whole story about that. I never asked. But it seems like they were left unaffected. It was Forehead and Richard that were there.
They are not going to be left unaffected.
Oh, wait, they actually might be.
What? Fact or unaffected?
Unaffected.
Why is that? I mean...
Because, you know.
Yeah, he's talking right now. I don't know. How would those two get away with
Team
it?
6, you know, they were, you know.
What the fuck
Listen,
what is
you
shit
didn't
Team
hear from
6?
me, but you didn't hear from me, but they were backed by the government.
So you're telling me that Mickey and the government are allowing these individuals that shot my gang up on my territory to get away with the crimes that they committed?
I don't know that. I don't know that. This is my assumption. I don't know what is happening, but what I do know is that they were backed by the government to do this shit. I do know. Listen, you don't tell anybody I fucking told you this. I swear to God, you motherfuckers. If you motherfuckers tell anybody I fucking told you this, I'd be hunting you myself, turning into the goddamn PD. You understand me?
Understood.
Yep.
But I do know that, you know, the mayor also told the officers, you know, to go easier on GG, not to fuck them over so hard when it comes to them taking out motherfuckers panning poop in the south side. Listen, I'm not trying to stir here. I'm just trying to give you the information. Anybody got food? I'm fucking about to start.
I do. Here's the pizza.
State enforced robbery.
So the mayor has allowed GG to roll up on my turf, shoot my boys.
See, you're already taking the information that I gave you and you're twisting it. The mayor was trying to stop people from panning poop down in the south side. The side effects from that was you and GG went to war. You made a gun deal at your compound, and then GG didn't hit. So don't be twisting shit to fit a narrative.
But also the last side effect of that is that the individuals that were down at this scene were allowed to walk away with no consequences.
But do you know that though?
Well, it seems to be the case. I'm not sure yet.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that they're just twatting out. I don't know. One of them is just...
What do you mean twatting out? See, right, you're trying to fit your own narrative here. You need to confirm information versus assuming it. That is a very dangerous thing to do, and that's what a lot of dumb motherfuckers do in the city. Now, is there a potential that they could be walking free or whatever? Of course there is. But we do not know that, so we cannot assume that. So you could assume anything and make it right in your head.
You're right. They might be getting investigated for weapon trafficking as well. You might be right.
It's also very important to understand that the government backed them to stop people from panning poop.
Do you guys hear that?
They didn't back them. You're fine. They didn't back them to go and hit your compound in the middle of a gun deal and fuck you over. That's not what they were backed to do. That is a side effect of them trying to stop you at the canals and then causing you guys to go to war. You have to take this information and not let your personal bias or emotions twist it to fit a narrative. You just need to take it as it is and understand what the fuck is going on.
So I guess the question lies: did Mickey know that Gulag Gang into a war with Rust? Which, by the way,
I don't think so. Probably not, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I feel like they would inform, if they're getting backed up by Mickey, they would inform them what conflicts they're part of.
It was all over the plot.
There you go again. You're twisting. Why the fuck would a gang tell Mickey what the fuck is going on?
Because aren't they being backed directly by him?
Right. They're being backed to stop poop panning in the south side.
Okay. I will be under the assumption. I always give the benefit of the doubt. I'll be under the assumption that Mickey didn't know.
This is why I get very hesitant giving you information, because you
know.
start twisting it in your head.
I'm not.
Without any sort of proof.
I'm doing my best, Buddha. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I always do, right? That's why I'm gonna confirm things in the future. But right now, I don't have time to confirm that. I have other things in my mind, right? But I do appreciate the information. But Buddha, I'm gonna say this. This whole situation. That's.
Is that a fucking PD
yes,
boat?
it is a PD boat. Don't worry about it. I don't know what they're doing out here, to be honest, but
We need to move.
okay.
Meet at the Hey, meet me at the or should meet? I don't fucking know.
Just go to a.
Hey, meet me at the abandoned convenience store in Sandy. We'll talk
All right,
there.
easy.
Holy.
Okay, MacGregor, when I say that information does not go to anyone else,
Yeah, it does not go
it does
to
not go to anyone
anyone.
else.
Yeah,
Yes.
no one. Yeah. Jesus Christ, they were allowed to just rob motherfuckers freely.
I've never heard of the government backing up a gang to shoot other gangs.
A criminal. No. Okay, I agree with Lang. You're getting it twisted already. He did not do that. He made sure that they would stop
Okay,
people from panning.
MacGregor,
That
do you
doesn't
think
mean he wanted
Mickey
them
is
to
stupid?
shoot. No, of course he's not. It's just
You think Mickey doesn't realize that when he's hiring a gang to stop people from panning, that gang might point class 2
I know,
firearms at
Mickey,
people canaling and
he
shoot
was
them?
100%, pardon the pun, shit stirring. But you can't automatically use that as an assumption.
Listen,
because Mickey could,
I know Mickey shit stirs, but he's also not that stupid. I don't know.
I think it's really bad to word it that way.
I don't know, man. It honestly is. It's not even that important to me, though. Like,
I
what's
just think Mickey's a fucking idiot.
I mean, probably right.
Like, there's no fucking reason to do that, apart from chaos within the city, or to let GG just do as they please and giving them a free pass in the south side.
I mean, honestly, it's a very good take, MacGregor.
Also, who knows? He could have been paid off by fucking Leslie. Think about it, Leslie's fucking quintuple millionaire. There's a lot of fucking factors that could be going on.
Yeah. Honestly, Mac, is it bad that I still don't really care that much about that? More so about the future, about what's next,
No, I mean, definitely, like, the future's definitely more important. But I mean, I'm not joking when I say I won't rest until I fucking destroy fucking GG, though, It's always Richard. Every single time something happens, it's Richard. Remember, the Hydra tip-off? Richard. Where the fuck is he?
Convenience store with the meth lab upstairs in Sandy. All right, love you. Bye.
Is that Tony?
No, I was Harry. Listen, like I said, it's just right. I know it's a very emotional time for you. A lot of crazy shit's going on. A lot of decisions you got to make, but you just got to try to do it as unbiased as possible and as logically as possible. It's the best way for you to operate right now.
Yes. I always try to follow your advice, Buddha. Like I said, I always ask you for advice on shit like this because you have the best, most experienced perspective on things.
And who gives a fuck who did what? The goal here is for you guys to get out and rebuild and try to find the best course of action to make that happen as quickly as possible. That should be your goal.
That's what I'm thinking too. Honestly, as much as, you know, the information you told me hit, right? But it doesn't really even matter to me as much as what's next, you know? What I really care about is my
Well, the
boys.
thing is, like, remember, right? You know what I mean? Be aware of these things that happen, actions that led to certain consequences, and just be aware of it moving forward. You know what I mean? And just, you know, you don't have to act on everything that people do against you, right?
Yes.
If you did, you would just end up in eternal war.
You're right.
You got to pick and choose your battles. It's like a game of chess. And then just remember the information or things you see people do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I see a motherfucker who's trying to fuck me over, sometimes I don't even act in it, or I don't even say anything. I just put a mental note and store it away in my filing cabinet in my brain and pull it out the minute I can to fuck them over harder when the day comes.
You're absolutely right.
Even sometimes it's just better to, you know, live, let go, move on to bigger and better things and make them watch you succeed while they're down in the gutter doing nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna control my boys' anger towards Gulag Gang though.
Well, I mean, that is more acceptable, right? I mean, they did try to, I mean, you know, they did try to fuck you over during the gun deal, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to be in war right now.
Yeah, we can't really. I mean, definitely after the court cases, God, I don't know what the fines are gonna be. I can't even imagine what the time is gonna be. I mean, how many hot charges was that? But unless there was some sort of plea deal that I was blessed with, I feel like that's 30 to 40 years, maybe more.
Nah. You'll get a decent amount of time, but it won't be crazy. Plea deal is probably the best route to go, but there's also a better route where the lawyer can pick apart the 300 charges they're going to throw at you, and the cops not going to be able to keep up or explain all of them. But that is just, you just need a really good fucking lawyer for that.
Yeah, I do. I hope to be. Is there a multi-lawyer representation in the city?
Yes.
Do you recommend that, Buddha? I haven't gone to too many court cases. I mean, I've dealt with them in the past, but would you recommend it?
I mean, the lawyers should be recommending it. There's no way this guy thinks he can take on all these charges for like 12 different people.
You're right. Hello, Harry. It's been a bit.
Yeah, how you doing, Ray?
Not so good,
I
man.
like your interesting outfit you picked.
Thank you, man. I had to stay low key. I shaved my head. I shaved everything. Just about. I don't know, man.
Like Harry a little bit.
I kind of do look like Harry a little bit.
You look like Dark. Scary.
Oh my god, you do look like Dark. What the fuck?
Really fucked up.
Dark? You mean the guy that... I don't know which one...
Fuck, you're ugly. You look like an ugly version of Xbox.
Me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Sorry, pal. Just being honest.
Anyways, listen, Ray. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some info for you, see what I can learn, and things that are confirmed, and any information I get that's be important to you, I'll pass it along.
Of course.
Like I said, my best advice is, you know, probably chill out for now. Give the cops the time to marinate on this, and you know, the minute they're ready to push to the docket, that is when you should consider just turning yourself in.
Yeah, I will most likely do that because as much as I want to stay on the run...
Everybody thinks being on the run is fun, but it's not. All it does is prevent you from living your life.
You're right. It's true as it could be. I mean, I have
It
the...
might be fun for a couple of days, and you know what I mean, but it's forever. You can't do it forever. Nobody can.
Yeah, even with the help of all those people, and like you said, accessory to those charges once they're on the docket would be... I don't think anyone wants to take that, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're playing with fire at that point.
Does Harry know what I'm facing right now?
Yeah, I heard. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's rough, but I'm gonna do my best, gentlemen. I mean, the only thing I can do is hope that my lawyer's good, and I mean, I can reach out to Murphy. Murphy's represented me before in court, Buddha, and we lost the trial.
Murphy's a decent lawyer, but he's very experienced, so it's probably one of your best lawyers you can get. You know what I mean?
Yes. Also, Buddha, I do have a question because with the nature of the crime, if they do push for RICO, which is...
RICO does not exist.
Okay.
I don't know how many times I gotta say this. It does not exist.
Speedy's,
don't worry about RICO.
Speedy's advice was, Ray, they might push for it, but all you have to do is make sure they don't.
Gets high, and sometimes he thinks he's living and then 4 years ago. It does not exist anymore. It does not exist. RICO is impossible to exist in the city because then everybody you know will get. It'll be okay. Let's RICO Ray. Okay, Ray, we got a text of Lang. Okay, Lang, we got Nancy, Eve, Dean, Harry, Leslie. Now then we got Dean, Leslie, Nancy, Harry, Eve. Then we got Bob, Joe, Bill, Mary, Ashley, Tom, Tony, it's impossible to Rico people in the city. It is impossible. It does not
Fair enough.
exist. It will not happen.
You're right.
I don't think people understand what Rico actually is.
Okay.
Now, is there a targeted group that's going to go down on all this? Yes. Will they uncover more evidence that might even target other individuals that might not even be completely involved with going down on this? Probably, but that's not what Rico is.
All right. Fair enough. I mean, you're right. I have too many connections, right? I have connections to just about everyone. I mean, if they go for everyone I have direct connections with, Buddha, though, they would go for you guys because of my association with the Clean Manor.
Yeah, they ain't going to find shit. I ain't worried about that.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair warning to you guys, right? What's up, Harry?
What happens if you have 6 held until trial charges? Like, why did you have 6?
Because of the nature of the items found.
So you got
in my
6
storage.
separate trials? They're going to hold you 6 times? Like, I don't get it.
No, it's all going to be under the same trial that I'm going to be put for.
Okay.
The charges, have you heard the charges?
No.
Weapon trafficking, drug trafficking, treason, terrorism, harboring a fugitive, and I think it's weapon stockpiling, and there's another one as well, actually. I forgot what the other one is.
How many years is that?
I don't want to imagine. I think it's like above 40 years.
He's looking at the 54s.
Oh, is it like 54 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
54 years?
It's the biggest trial / case my lawyer's ever heard of. And it's the first time he's seen so many people chain raided before. Every single person in my gang, except 2 people, have been raided. Everything of theirs. Their houses, their warehouses, their houses, or their vehicles, and anyone who's got a key connected to them has also been raided.
I'll be very careful saying that part because you don't know if that's true, and it's motherfuckers can't be getting raided because they
You're right. Only 11 of us have been raided. Of the 13.
Wait, who else hasn't in Rust?
Sid.
Just me, said.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Derek, but we can't really prove it, right? But yes, 11 of us have been, everything we have has been raided.
Yeah, when they get subpoenaed?
We have not been subpoenaed yet, and the subpoena is going to come when we, apparently there's going to be a subpoena for every single person involved, and any persons involved with those people, is what my lawyer is thinking. And that's not happening until the charges push forward this week. It's, as I said,
I see.
the lawyer has never seen anything like it before. That's what I've been told.
I see.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Well,
And it's me, Buddha. I'm the one who fucking said fuck.
you're the one that what?
I'm the one at the center of it, man. That's the rough part. But I'm gonna do, I'm doing my best.
Listen, be a fucking man the fuck up.
Oh,
Stop
hell
with this
yeah.
fucking pity talk. Take
No,
it on the
no,
fucking
no, no,
chin.
no.
You are
Yeah,
the
no, I'm
fuck
going
with a
to.
fucking gun.
Oh,
You're in
yeah,
the
fuck
fucking
the
compound.
hell
I'll
up.
own this shit and move the
Jeez.
fuck on, right?
You're right, 100%.
Let's not fold here.
I'm not folding, man. I'm not folding. You're right. I gotta get my head in the, I gotta get my head in the game. You're right. Speedy actually said
Did
the
you
exact
find
same
out
thing.
if your ID was in it?
I'm not sure yet. But like the lawyer said, even if there's identification in the warehouse, they have to prove that it was, actually owned by the individual that was in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's like you beating around the bush here. You're fucked. I can help you out any way I can. Just give me a call.
I appreciate the Buddha. Thank you, man.
And yeah, I mean, any info that I can get, I'll poke and prod and talk to some of my contacts, see if I can find out more. And if I do and I get anything important, I'll let you know.
Yes, I think the number one thing that I could get help with, Buddha, if you have any connection with judges, would be let me know when, if you do hear anything about the warrants being signed, because that's when HVT is gonna go roll out. I want to avoid them
I'll keep
until
it,
the
I'll keep it
docket.
here to the ground. The minute I know they're ready to push it to the docket too, I'll let you know.
Thank you. That's the biggest thing for me, because that's the core of all the issues, right? Is when it's pushed to the docket, I can turn myself in, but if HVT comes for me early for, investigative holds, etc., I want to avoid it the best I can.
Yes, I think that's the course of action. Just avoid it until they're ready to push to the docket, and once they're ready, then you can consider turning yourself in, eating this fucking pill, and moving on.
Yes. As for Oisin and such, I think I'm going to talk to him due to the nature of my relationship. and see if he's willing to go down for a lot of stuff. It's gonna be rough, though.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You think so?
You either fuck this man, or you don't fuck him. You either make this man the fucking fall guy without him knowing, or you don't.
I say
You
we
can't go
fuck
to the
him.
guy. You can't go to the guy and be like, listen, you willing to fucking take all these charges for the boys and our fuck ups? Thanks, Hoisteen. If he's a
Because
cock monster, then maybe, but you know.
you're thinking that he might go to the cops and say something along the lines that I brought it up to him.
Yes, of course. Anybody can flip on you at any moment, right? These are charges that a lot of people have never dealt with in the city, especially a fucking clean guy. He's probably never been to fucking jail.
Yeah, he would be on death row. Well, in that case, I have to weigh my options. I mean, honestly, everyone that I think MacGregor I could think of that's in the gang would say, you know, fuck him, but
I say we fuck him, man. Fuck him.
he's done so much.
Gangbangers, you're not out here.
I know.
Listen, right? You're a fucking gang leader, motherfucker. Start, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta act hard, bitch.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
This fucking shit. Throw this motherfucker under the bus, set him in the fucking jail. That's what that's what most motherfuckers would do, motherfucker.
Hey,
You got a
You're
fall
right,
guy.
You're right.
Set
Wait,
him
if
up,
you don't-
get
if you
rid of
don't
him,
wanna
fucking get some
fucking-
charges, lessen off your fucking record.
If you don't want to deal with him, man, I don't know who this fucking guy is. I'll fucking do it.
I know you would, MacGregor. I know you would. I get it. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Yeah. I'll talk to Kim about it. All right. I appreciate it, Buddha. Thank you for the talk and such.
Yeah, no worries. You give me a call. I gotta go handle a bunch of shit, but listen, give me a call if anything comes up, and I'll call you if anything comes up. All right?
Of course, man. I'm gonna go take care of shit. Harry, thank you for being here, man. I'll see you soon. All right.
I love you, Ray. Good luck, man.
I love you too, Buddha. Thank you, buddy. I really always appreciate your advice.
Yeah, no problem.
Scuffed Frankie Boyle.
What did you say?
Scuffed Frankie Boyle.
What do you mean scuff Frankie boy?
You called me fucking.
I am Frank.
Ugly Xbox.
No, I don't know who Frankie boy is.
I feel like Harry and MacGregor would get along. All right, Mac.
Well, at least Rico isn't a fucking thing,
I mean,
you know?
yeah, I guess. Do we? I always want to assume things could potentially be a thing, you know? Let's.
Yeah,
I'm gonna obviously weigh Buddha's words into mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he's so sure of it, then, you know, I'm willing to bet it's not.